People, we're not live. I don't know what this is. We're recorded. But, the Heck Podcast, dude, we have tried this episode of The Fellas. This is like our fourth run of it. I think so. Same episode.
The content is like
different content.
Constantly changing because we're like, all right, do you want to talk about the same stuff or do you want to talk about new stuff?
Yeah,
and then
let's just take it off of that. Dude, I swear, and then we've done like, I think we've done 3 before, and then this is the 4th one, maybe, that have just like completely just, dude, and the last one was gold. That was like our greatest episode ever, and no one will ever see it.
No.
This is the best one.
We got all the video, and like for some reason, none of the audio recorded.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, we were thinking about doing like overdubs of the video, or of the audio, but
yes, just take the video without the audio, and then we were gonna record new audio and do silly voices, and
it would have been perfect. It would have been perfect. But now we are actually in a freaking wasp and ladybug infested the Heck Podcast studios. So if you guys see wasp stinging us in the face, we're just gonna go. Not even gonna move. Not even gonna flinch.
We're constantly gonna be looking around like. I think I saw one.
They're everywhere, dude. Literally, we've killed at least 20 before the start of this podcast.
We got in here and he was swinging his hat around like a freaking.
Looked like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it was like
with a hat.
And like just knocking them out of the air and stomping them. At least 15 of them probably.
Yeah.
And then ladybugs are also flying all around. There's one on the light right now.
Right this second. Dude, I swear. But, yeah, so there's a ton of stuff that's going on that we want to
doing it all
about.
for you!
You bastards better like it!
Stings and everything!
I know, yeah. Dude, if one flies into my mouth and then comes out of my nose, it's for you guys, okay? It's for you guys. I forgot my phone's on. But there's a ton of stuff going on, and some of the stuff from our last podcast I just kind of like would like to briefly talk about because it's still kind of relevant. But like, so to kind of start it off, like we've always talked about, like our golden rule, our only rule of this whole podcast. Anytime somebody ever comes on here, they're like, "Hey, is it okay to cuss?" We're like, we don't care what you say, really. Just stay away from politics. That's our only thing, because we're like, there's no right or wrong answer. It's always like you're gonna piss somebody off no matter what. Like either you're a supporter of Trump or you're not a supporter of Trump or you're a freaking whatever, and then like even just saying that, somebody's gonna get hurt about it. You know what I mean?
People will bury you for no matter what you say.
Yeah.
Dealing with politics ever. Like, if you say that you like this, then they automatically assume that you hate the other thing.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, and you can't win with politics. So that's why we say, don't talk about it.
Mm-hmm. But in saying that too, so like now we were talking about recently, like all these, and it's not even, we're not trying to get political with this, it's just kind of a funny observation of the politics. But now, like, you were telling me about some smear campaigns that you saw over at your parents' house.
Well, I was at my mom and dad's for chili. Like, I think it was been a couple weeks ago now because the last podcast screwed up. But anyways, and they were watching The Voice because, you know, that's sort of what everyone who has cable does. Yeah, is they watch The Voice because it's compelling and heart-wrenching.
Heart-wrenching television.
And they sing the same songs every year. Yeah. But anyways, I noticed that because I don't have cable, I just have like freaking internet.
Yeah.
And like, so I don't catch TV much. Which sucks because I miss SpongeBob. That's like the only thing that I miss from not having cable is Nickelodeon and watching SpongeBob.
What's happening in that pineapple?
Yeah. But anyways, back to the topic. Every single commercial that I saw on that specific night was like campaigns for this midterm deal.
Yeah, yeah.
And it wasn't like stuff. They didn't say stuff about their candidates. Like if it was, say, for like the Republican that's running, they didn't say stuff nice about their candidate. All they did was say stuff bad about the other candidate. Yeah. And then the same thing happened in the other commercial. It's like, you know, Marsha Blackburn, like
convicted pedophile,
put drugs in the school systems and handed you know, methamphetamine to children. Yeah. Like, and then the other one would
black and white of like Melissa.
Yeah,
Blackburn,
and it looks
like, looking over his shoulder.
It looks like a freaking FBI photo where they're like keeping tabs on her or something, like walking out of her home, and she's just like, and it just it's ridiculous. Like,
and they do that with everybody.
with
man.
everyone.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't really care or give a damn, because like for the most part, when it comes to voting for me and like the political stuff, you're forced to vote for someone that doesn't have all of the ideals that you necessarily want. Because like on one hand, this guy or this lady has stuff that I like, but she also has stuff that I don't like. And then this person has stuff that I like, but they also have stuff that I don't like. And I don't want to vote for either of them because of that reason.
Yeah. Like, South Park did an episode, and it was a douche versus a turd sandwich running. And they were like, oh, really? And you had to vote for one. And it's kind of like, that was a funny episode. But at the same time, it's, like, really accurate to how our system is. Because no matter what, you've only, like, with this two-party system that we've got, it really eliminates, like, any chance of having any type of actual change. And I think that's one reason that a lot of people voted the way they did in the last election, because they were like, well, this guy's a freaking wrench in the works. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And if they would have like more than just a Democrat and Republican candidates, like, I mean, even if you run like a Green Party now, everybody just takes you like you're a joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just like, whatever, never gonna win. You're throwing your vote away. But it's like, dude, these people are just like, however they got to be our only choice for a Republican or a Democrat. It's like, what happened? How did this even happen? How did we get here?
Yeah, I mean, it's just years and years of a broken system that just keeps on rolling. It's like a dog with two broken legs that's just dragging itself along and just keeps going. And you're like, how is that thing still going? Like, you just...
Yeah.
I mean...
And it's true, man. And like, but the funny thing about it all is, it's like, used to, it was like, with the campaigns, and actually, alright, really quick, this is on the same topic. I saw a campaign ad for a guy going for governor or something. He was going for something in Georgia. If you live in Georgia, you should find this dude, and I don't care what his party is, just vote for him because it's hilarious. But he, the video is of him, and he is just like the most straight up, straightforward dude, and he's like shooting guns, stuff's blowing up in his commercial. It's freaking awesome, and I can't remember what the guy's name is. I'll find it. But dude, it was so funny. He's just, and he's like a legit politician going for politics. He's like, if you're looking for a normal politician, he's like, I hate him. And then it just goes off, like super southern drawl he's got to it.
See,
cool.
Honestly, we need more of that.
Yeah.
We need more people that aren't already influenced by the broken system.
Yeah.
To get in there and make change, because that's the reason that our country is so stifled in like every aspect.
Yeah.
Except for money and crude oil and being the high or top of the line military power in the world. Like that's all the main things of the government care about.
But then, like, if you look at it in that sense, like, that stuff is good because it keeps us protected or whatever, and then, like, keeps our country going, like, the fuel and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but at the same time, like, how does that personally better our situation? Like, I understand that, like, they do in effect, but that's, like, I don't know, man. Like, you know, the ants in my backyard are good because, you know, I don't know, I keep my lawn okay or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, how does that huge thing actually affect us and help us in the, you know, small in our daily lives? Like,
I mean, everybody worldwide, it's the way the world works right now is it's a Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone that has nukes has them because everyone else has nukes, and we're all pointing our nukes at each other. Like, we have them just set up already, just to hit a button and they'll go. Yeah. At all these other countries because their nukes are pointed at us. So everybody's like, you better not make a move, and they're just waiting, you know. Yeah. And that's why everybody wants nukes. Yeah. Because it brings them up to par with everyone else.
Yeah. It's like mutually assured destruction, I think is what they call it. But like they, there's this scientist actually that did this with it was like an experiment, but they were making a lot of different nuclear bombs, and everybody's trying to like outballs the other person, you know, and be like, oh, mine's bigger than yours, and a scientist showed, like, he did a test with different types of elements that they were doing, like, called dirty bombs, like dirty nukes and stuff, and a cobalt, I think it's like a cobalt 66 bomb or something like that, but the half-life of it, so the like now you can go and walk around in Hiroshima and stuff like that. There's no like radiation effects, and there's no like half-life of that, like it's safe to be there. And I think they said even like the next day you could go there and you'd like die of cancer or whatever. But like with this dirty bomb, it was like thousands of years before the radiation would ever be, and it was like worse than Chernobyl and all that stuff. They were like the radiation from this, and they were like, if you guys want to go down this rabbit hole, it's gonna get dark quick, so y'all just need to chill. But like, I don't know, man. I just feel like our system is so broke, dude.
Yeah,
it's so broke.
I mean, I forgot where it was said or who said this. It was a quote from somewhere, but it was like, basically for a country to be successful, there needs to be a revolution every so many amount of years. And it was like, I don't know how far the revolution goes, like tearing down governments or whatever it meant. But like, it kind of makes a little bit of sense, because like our country, like, I mean, there's been corruption for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, every country has corruption. Every single country in the world has corruption. So it's hard to get rid of it, because money is like the god of
power.
Yeah. But like, it would get rid of the corruption for a little while. So I mean, there would be a brief period of time where everything's great. And then it would go back to being corrupted, obviously. But
which I guess is like the humble beginnings of America. We're like, whenever we were like 1776, we were like, hey, we're not dealing with y'all's crap anymore. And that the Revolutionary War and all that stuff, like
taxation without representation, like that was the main reason that the revolution started. Taxation without representation.
People were pissed off about like stamp tax and stuff like that. We're getting taxed on everything. There's a freaking water tax. Jesus Christ.
And like right now, Tennessee has one of the top highest sales tax in America, which is crazy, because
I never thought
the
about that.
wages here are not up to par with the wages everywhere else.
It's
nuts. But anyways, like, all of that stuff is like long stories. There's a lot of people that could get butthurt about all of that. And I just have opinions. I don't have stances. Like, that's the real problem with politics. People get like emotionally intertwined with what they're talking about.
they let their identity become like their political standpoint.
And like, honestly, I don't have any ties to that. I mean, I can tell you what I think is right or wrong all day long about politics, but I don't give a damn either way what happens, because right now, for the most part, our voices don't matter as much as they should. And as far as like voting and all of that stuff, like, it doesn't matter who you vote for. It doesn't matter who you put into office, who's the governor, who's the mayor, all of the stuff. They're gonna vote how they want to vote, no matter what we say to them.
And it's like you said, like, about the different views. You might agree with some of their ideology, or you might agree with some of the things they've done, but nobody like is gonna purely represent you. So I feel like that's another way that our system's flawed. Like, you're not really gonna get proper representation, especially these two parties. And sweet.
Oh,
Jesus.
Nailed.
Is he dead? He's alive, Chris. Now that's 21, and that's on camera. And also, there's another one off camera. I just haven't said anything about him. He's just chilling, humping my wall.
As long as he don't fly over here, he's safe. You're dead when this podcast is over.
Oh fuck! There's one in my pants. Jesus Christ! I felt odd. It stung me. Chris, I'm down. Oh!
Did it get you?
Yeah, but he really didn't hurt that bad. In my pants, dude. What a shitbag.
How the heck did that happen?
How the heck? Ball gas. Oh my god. Either way. Oh, I think that's the sign. Gotta get off this subject. How did I get it in my pants, dude? It was going up higher, too. Oh, I'm dying, Chris. I'm going down. Alright.
Are you allergic?
I don't think so. But if this...
Oh, shoot.
Is there another one?
Right there.
Oh, shit. Where's he at?
He's flying.
Oh!
Oh, my God.
It's a ladybug.
Okay.
I think it's a ladybug. It got me in my leg, Chris. If it, like... If I start to die...
You're like...
Just take over. It's going My Girl on it, dude. That movie My Girl, whenever that guy gets stung and he dies. Fuck.
My dad actually he didn't get stung by a wasp. He got stung by a yellow jacket, and he didn't know he was allergic. And I remember this specifically because it scared me to death, because I was younger when this happened. But we had these pear trees outside, like in the backyard. And yeah. And yellow jackets would like nest in the ground, like near them.
Oh, yeah.
And they would like get inside of them and eat them, I guess. But like he ran over that hole with a lawnmower one time, and they just flew out and got him. And I remember he sat in the floor, and he was just like sitting there. And
My
he was
God.
like, "You need to call some." He's like,
Gotta call the cops.
he's like, "Call grandmother. Mom's at work." So I called my grandmother real quick. I was like, "You need to get over here. Dad's like dying."
Oh my God.
And she took him to the hospital, and like he had to get a shot and all that. But like it turns out he was like deathly allergic to yellow
Holy
jackets,
crap.
and he didn't know it.
Yeah.
He'd never been stung by one.
I'm pretty sure I've been stung by a wasp before, and it did get me in the foot. So if nothing else, hopefully we got 30 minutes before we do die.
Before your foot's
Yeah.
so big you can't take your shoe off.
Dude, oh my God, it just freaking wasp, man. It's another problem with our country. Damn, fall is an awesome season.
The
but they're
damn
wasps
wasps.
everywhere. Yes. But, man, so there's that. And freaking, to get off the political stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Basically, just as a disclaimer, we don't have a stance. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about it all day long. Everybody can talk about it all day long, but I'm not emotionally involved in the politics. Because, like, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter who I vote for. They're not going to be the person that I necessarily want
Yeah.
in the office because of all of the policies involved with that person. I'm not going to sit there and put my vote on a lesser evil.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause I don't believe
yeah,
in that.
that's a good way of putting it.
So,
And that's pretty much what it is, man. Like, anybody that votes, if, that's your right to do it. And I applaud you for doing it or
like
whatever.
if they have policies and stuff, that you can vote for, like, I don't know.
That'd
just,
be cool.
Just for example, the legalization of marijuana,
Mhm.
which I'm totally for.
Yeah.
Not because I'm a avid pothead or anything,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of
shit. Sorry. Oh. Oh. Jesus Christ. Is he down?
What?
Where did he go? Dude, I swear.
That's
We're plagued, people. We're plagued.
all right.
Alright, that was like 23? Because I killed one under the table and y'all didn't see it, but he stung me.
That's nuts. Oh, he's still moving.
Not for long, Charles.
Get out of here.
Alright. Sorry about that. But that is a good idea, though, man, as far as like being able to
But
vote
yeah.
on certain policies.
Like if they have
Oh,
if they have policies on the ballot and we're allowed to vote for those, yes or no on amendment, whatever, I don't know. I'm all for that. Like I'm all for voting for one or the other because your voice is heard that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, marijuana legalization, I'm all for
He's
because there's so many good things.
Get him!
How did I miss every time? All right.
People, we're gonna die on this podcast.
I hope that they're able to see these wasps because if they can, it looks like we're swinging at just nothing.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, these dudes were so high.
Yeah, nope. Swear to God. There's just
It's
killer
true.
wasps
It's true.
everywhere. But yeah, like, that makes... And if it was like a big election, like actual voting on subjects, like how it is with a presidential election, if they would actually just... I swear to God, guys, there's another wasp. I'll be right back. Oh, he's right over my head. Jesus. Where'd he go? There's one on the wall.
That one's moving.
He's moving. People.
What in the hell?
I know. They're like poised and ready to kill too. Fuck.
I think they can smell the
The fear.
corpses of their dead brethren, and they're just like in a frenzy to kill us.
You took out Gerald. People, do apologize.
Frank! Where's Frank?
Yeah. I mean, I feel good about what I've done, and hopefully there's no more. Jesus.
I don't know how there could be any left. We've killed like billions.
Tennessee, you owe us. All right, we're gonna start billing you after this one. Oh God, there's so many of them. All right, people. Ha!
We're powering through this.
Powering through it. You guys just stick out with us. But so yeah, I don't even remember what we were talking about right there.
The policies.
Yeah.
Like voting on policies.
Yeah, like if they would do that, like they vote on like presidential elections and stuff like that, and have a mass like, hey, it's election day or it's voting day, and then you have all these like issues that you'd like to vote on, kind of like town hall voting and stuff like that, you know. But they did it on a bigger scale. I think that'd be really cool. And
I mean, that's the only way that I believe fully that I would be compelled to vote.
Yeah.
Because
Your voice
I'm not
would actually
I'm not
matter
gonna
in
sit
that
there and
sense.
vote for a person who I don't believe is gonna do the stuff that I care about.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like there's so many people that go out there and vote on issues that don't even like have any concern with them.
Yeah.
You know? Like they vote because they want this to happen in the country, or because they're mad that other people are trying to do this and they
Yeah.
don't want them to do this.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's running rampant.
I feel
And
like
you should just vote on issues that actually affect you, and that affect maybe people or like your family or something.
Yeah.
That's understandable. But don't go vote for someone because you hate what this other person is doing and you don't want them to do that anymore.
Yeah. I agree, man. But so, beyond the politics issues, there's some really cool MMA stuff, video game stuff, and TV shows and movies and all that stuff. So if you're kind of nerdy into those things, and you also want to see two dudes possibly get stung by a wasp, you should stay tuned. Jesus.
Oh,
Okay,
he took off.
He's alive. Oh God! He's like,
Oh God.
he's on you somewhere, dude. I don't know where he's at.
Is he on my
Where the fuck is he? No, I don't know where he is now. Oh my God.
I don't see him.
I don't either. Damn it.
You're gonna see me doing a dance.
I know. Where the shit did he go? Or did he fly onto me? That's the question. I've already been stung once. Damn it, people. Alright. Oh! It's right there. Just so you guys see, there's literally wasp everywhere. It's right there. Just it's horrible. Ah, drama. Tons of drama on this episode of the podcast. Oh God, Christ. Ah, all right.
We're here on How to Kill Wasp podcast.
I know, Jesus, Harold. How to defend yourself against a swarm of angry wasps? Ah.
First thing you need is a hat.
A hat. It will work. But yeah, so, dude, alright. First things first. Okay, so Jonathan Ivy's fighting championship. We just had on Chris Hayes. And Chris Hayes just fought a dude named Clint Bell. And he smashed that guy. First round knockout, or it was TKO, I think. And so he's actually about to be fighting on the Warriors Den fighting championship number 10. That we're doing like small podcasts for on our Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like us on Facebook, go check those out. If you don't like us on Facebook yet, go like us on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's just facebook.com/heckpodcast.
Also, Chris Hayes is an awesome guy.
Yeah, he's
like
a really cool dude.
Super nice, super humble, and I think that he's hungry now.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I could tell by the way he was talking, and you know all of the like excitement he had for actually training and getting better. Like I'm excited to see like where he goes from here.
And what he just told me, like he said that after he won that fight, he was like, God, there's another.
I'm
He was
just
like,
gonna keep my eye on it.
yeah, but he was like, after I won that fight, he was like, I just felt like just another fighter. He was like, it just felt so good to come back to it. And I mean, I don't know. I definitely feel like he took that time off, and I feel like he came back and maybe just got a little bit of that ring rust out. And after his last fight, he freaking did a really good job of that. So I'm excited to see him fighting in the Warriors Den.
Yeah.
And then, dude, on that card, that's so stacked. There's gonna be Chris Hayes is fighting, Malin's fighting again. We've had Malin on, and Rakim's fighting. There's a ton of good fighters on that card. And I'm gonna kill this wasp.
He went down.
I hope he's dead.
Oh, he's on the floor right there.
Jesus.
He's coming down.
He's coming for my legs.
Yes.
Alright, guys. Hopefully that's, I mean, how many more wasps can there be?
I feel like we stepped on these things at least, you know, like hard enough to kill them, and like I swear they just still keep on living.
Dude,
these are probably
my
the
carpet
same
is
wasp.
littered with the corpse of wasp, and now there's even another one over here.
I gonna have to change our description on the Apple Podcast to pestilence destruction.
Like, I know, dude. PETA is not gonna like us after this. Where are they coming from? Are there any more? You can see while I'm up. I'm just gonna go in and kill them. No?
No.
Alright.
Oh, I think there's one fluttering.
Is he alive?
He's almost dead. God, like freaking.
This episode will publish just because of how fucked up everything else is going. It's like, alright, you want to do a podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
This is the story of our podcast lives right here. If it's not technical difficulties, it's freaking wasps flying around trying to kill us, like,
or like our dog doing something crazy outside, or something.
Something doesn't want this podcast to happen,
and we're powering through it, baby.
Yes.
But yeah. So, dude, I like the next Warriors Den card. It's gonna be freaking stacked. Like, literally, there's gonna be. I heard something. I don't know what it was, but anyway, dang it. There's gonna be like there's a ton of good fighters on that card, man. So I'm stoked.
Yeah, I mean, cool. It's basically got like every champion that the Warriors Den has on it almost.
Yeah. I think Sammy's not going to be on this one just because he hurt his thumb.
Oh.
But yeah.
I mean, it's better to not do it
than
to do it and go in there hurt and like screw up.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And two, like, you could tell. Like, I watched his last fight, and he was saying, like, you know, he was like, I should have finished that guy. I should have finished him. And I feel like, yeah, Sammy definitely, like, that guy took some shots from Sammy that if his hand wasn't messed up, I feel like Sammy would have just been able to unload a little bit better. Yeah, he would have done. It would have ended differently. But I saw his thumb actually the other day on Saturday, and dude, it was pretty swollen. And that was a week after the fight too. So I mean, it was still pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think he's going to the doctor about it and see a specialist soon. So should be good and back in it.
Hopefully that works out.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, I freaking, like, I love going to these Warriors Den things, like, because you get to see so many different fighters, and you kind of, like, get to, like, mature with some of them, you know? You see, like, their progress and stuff, because it's a lot of the same fighters on this cards. I mean, there's a lot of new talent, too, but there's, like, you get to kind of, like, I remember the people from the first one that we did.
Yeah.
On the second one that we've done, and this one, there's going to be even more of them. And I'm like, man, it's going to be really cool to be able to see, like, how they've progressed in their career, and then where they're going to go from here. It's just going to be really cool. But we're literally, from us to the freaking, like, we're on the cage, dude. We're closer than the GoPro is.
I mean it's, like, directly in front of us. Yeah. Like, if they get punched near us, the sweat would probably hit us right in the face. Like.
Yeah. So, I think it's freaking awesome, dude. But, like, yeah. And there's, I mean, out of all those fighters, there's just a lot of people that we've gotten to know, like, on a personal level now. So it's even cooler, like, you just get to, like, connect with these people and just get to, like, actually get behind them because they're cool people.
Yeah, and then as well as, like, when they actually are able to go pro, like, we'll get to see, you know, the difference between their amateur fighting career and then their pro fighting career. It's just a really cool thing. I mean, we're huge fans of MMA, so it's like one of the best things that we could ever do is, like, fans of MMA is commentate. So
yeah. And dude, like, speaking of which, there's a lot of changes happening right now in the UFC, and, like, one for me that I like to talk about right off the bat is freaking Mighty Mouse moving over to one championship.
Yeah, the first ever.
Wow, dude, that was, like, amazing. Did you just see that?
Where'd he land?
I don't know, but he hit the microphone. He, like, blew off of a microphone and just flew into oblivion. I'm not sure where he's at.
I really have no idea how they keep.
But he ain't happy wherever he is. He just hit this and flew off. Like, that was amazing. Oh, shit. Well, there's another one. I'm pretty sure we've killed 25 of them now. I'm trying to keep count.
That's insane.
But, yeah, like, Mighty Mouse moving over to one championship. I just feel like that is insane for a few reasons. Like, the trade that's happening between one and the UFC, it's the first of its kind.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane that this is happening. I mean, there's definitely a lot of money involved, definitely a lot of contract negotiation involved.
But I feel like, for me at least, it sucks as a fan of the UFC and as a fan of Mighty Mouse. Like, I'm a really big fan of his. He had one of the longest streaks of title defenses in
He's
the
one
UFC
of my favorite
history.
fighters of
Yeah.
all time.
I mean, he's just an amazing fighter, dude. And then, like, it sucks to see him go out on that fight on the UFC. And for a lot of fighters, that's probably going to be, or for a lot of fight fans, it's going to be their last actual fight of his to watch because one championship. So, I mean, it's foreign,
Yeah. I think that ONE FC. The only reason that this is happening is they're showing their legitimacy as a MMA organization.
Yeah.
And like, the first step that they took was actually getting Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah.
From the UFC, and then now the straight is happening. Everybody for the longest time that has been deep into the MMA universe, obviously Joe Rogan, have been talking about how good Ben Askren is.
Yeah, I've heard his name a lot.
As another alternative to this whole thing, it sucks, like you were saying, Mighty Mouse, like moving, but as the alternative, the UFC treated Mighty Mouse terribly.
Yeah, they didn't really
clearly they didn't give a damn about him.
Yeah.
And they didn't give him his dues. They didn't put him on awesome cards. I don't know if he ever even headlined a pay-per-view.
I don't know that he ever did, really. And in a sense, like, I see where you're coming from, like the UFC, but also I don't feel like he had like a true villain. You know what I mean? Like, there was no true rival to him to give him that, like, umph, because the people in that division were just, like, kind of like...
Because he was always up here.
Yeah.
And everybody else in the division was way below him.
Yeah.
So there was never anybody that you were like, man,
this guy,
he can take him.
Yeah.
No, it was always like another steamroll.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I don't know, like, it sucks and it doesn't suck as well because, like, personally... I think Ben Askren is, I don't know, like, most of his fights because I haven't seen a lot of them, but, like, we've seen it time and time again. People come in the UFC from other organizations and they get smashed.
Because they're not used to that caliber of fighter. The UFC brings just, like, top of the top.
I honestly believe that Ben Askren's record is padded. He's fought some chumps, probably, and that's the reason he's undefeated. And I think this is the real test, and I'm excited to see that. If he beats if he goes in there and he annihilates the first guy they put in front of him, then maybe he is legitimate. Yeah. And I think that that's probably one thing in his mind that he was thinking. Yeah. As the straight was happening.
Which, like, he's going into welterweight, and is that pretty much gonna just kill off the Mighty Mouse's weight class? Like, are they just saying,
I don't know, that they actually talked about that, if they might that they're wondering if they're wondering if there's a possibility that there's just going to scrap the flyweight division.
I think that,
and force either people to leave or move up.
Well, the only thing that I'm thinking is I know that TJ Dillashaw is wanting to move down to fight the guy that just beat Mighty Mouse. What was his name?
Henry Cejudo.
Henry Cejudo. There you go. But I know he's wanting to fight him because he's wanting to be a 3-divisional champ.
Which, honestly, that fight could have went either way.
It could have. Mighty Mouse?
I hate decision transfers like that.
That, to me now, thinking about it, seems rigged. Maybe they had this shit with one
planned beforehand.
Yeah, they were just trying to pass the torch.
Honestly,
he looked like a different fighter, dude.
I hope Henry Cejudo fights Dillashaw, and I hope Dillashaw absolutely mauls him.
Yeah, me too.
And Henry Cejudo just goes wherever he needs to go because I don't really like him that much because of the Ultimate Fighter. He was just a not great person. Yeah. Personality wise. And like, I mean, honestly, everybody knows how good TJ Dillashaw is.
God, dude,
I think he's gonna put a hurting on him. And I want to see that happen.
But if Dillashaw moves up, who does he fight? Is that? What weight class is above
Dillashaw?
Yeah.
He's Bantam, so he's 135. And then lightweight or featherweight would be 145. And that's, Max Holloway and Brian Ortega's right there.
Jesus Christ! It's the Hulk!
He's like, oh, please help me.
Did I break that? No. Alright, cool. Good. Alright. God. At least that one flew hopefully in front of the camera, and everybody's like, okay, there's literally Wasp here. But who would he be fighting? Who would TJ Dillashaw be fighting when he moves up? Because he's talked about it. He wants to do that.
He wants to move up to featherweight?
He wants to be a 3-division champ. That's his goal. So move down, move up. But he said that he...
I mean, I heard that he walks around pretty heavier than 135, so...
Yeah.
I mean, if there's anybody that could do it, that he could do it.
Mm-hmm. But who would he be fighting? What weight class is that?
145. You know, that's Brian Ortega and Max Holloway, Frankie Edgar.
Ah.
So... I mean, there's some good fights to make there.
Yeah.
Max Holloway's a heavy guy, though. He walks around real heavy. I mean,
yeah.
When he was an alternate for Khabib, he couldn't even make the lightweight limit. No.
Damn.
So he walks around way heavier than 145, probably like 165.
Damn, dude. I know that Dillashaw said that I think he fights at 145, even though he weighs in at 135. He fights. He said he's weighing around 140, 145. But
I mean, he looks pretty healthy at 135, so it's not a bad weight cut.
Yeah. But man, I don't know. That's gonna be nuts though, and I hope that he does drop down like we talked about.
Oh yeah.
Freaking just demolishes that guy, because I think he's easily a 2-divisional champ. I don't know how he's gonna do whenever he moves up, but if he can keep some of his striking power, he's gonna be a freaking beast.
Yeah, but I really would like to see another Dominic Cruz Dillashaw fight, because. I mean, Dominic Cruz beat him by decision to get his title back. And then, you know, Cody Garbrandt annihilated Dominic Cruz in the later fight.
Yeah.
But
I think that was a complete mental game domination.
Yeah.
That's all that really was. I don't know.
He made him fight his game. And Dominic Cruz didn't use his game. Because, you know, if you watch, like, fights between him and Uriah Faber, Dominic Cruz is like... I mean, he's striking, and then he'll go and he'll shoot a random takedown just to get his mind off of the strikes. They'll get up, he takes him down again, strikes. I mean, it's a completely different Dominic Cruz than the one that fought Cody Garbrandt.
Yeah, it looked so... And then, has he fought since that fight? So he's just kind of taking a hiatus? What's, like, is he...
I don't even know if he plans on fighting again.
I don't either.
He's been doing. He's been doing really well commentating and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
he does a really good job of that.
Yeah, he's really very intelligent, very good.
He knows a lot of the stuff that I feel like Joe and them don't have any idea. Like even like you know, I like whenever him and DC commentate on the same ones.
Yeah,
because they have kind of like opposing but similar ideas about it. You know, it's kind of cool. But I don't know. There's so much stuff going on with the UFC right now, and I don't know exactly where it's gonna go. But like, there's more competition now for them, so I think that's healthy for them, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I've been really surprised about some of their cards that they've had. Like they've had obviously a lot of people pulling off their cards and just random health issues and stuff like that. But they've had some crazy freaking cards recently, man. And like the DC versus DC and Derek Lewis fight. I'm so stoked for that.
Honestly, that's a fight that I would have never pictured ever happening in my brain.
Neither.
Like, it just came out of nowhere.
They look like completely different sized people. I mean, I guess DC hears that all the time, but dude,
he's like always been, I mean, even at light heavyweight, he's been a shorter fighter.
Jesus! We're playing with fire, Chris. We're playing with fire. Where are they at?
There's one right there.
There's one right there. Oh my god.
That's on the phone though, so. Power falls.
No! Oh my god, they're everywhere! Well, I don't know where he's gone. Maybe just shoot up out of nowhere and just... Oh my god. Chris. Maybe? I don't fucking know. Dude, I swear to god. I'm getting a new house. I'm burning this one down.
It's like that random guy.
I think they're sending in like warriors now. They're just like, all right, guys. I heard there's an attack going on.
We gotta take these humans down.
Can't let them meet us.
It's like on the news the other day.
Okay.
I saw this guy, or I saw this thing where there's like firefighters that put out this house fire because a guy found a spider in his attic or something, and he decided to kill it with a blowtorch.
I'm like steps from doing that.
But it turns like the house was like burned, and it turns out he was house sitting for his parents. And I'm like, oh my god.
Whoops.
Burn the whole house down because of a spider. Like, explain that to him.
I'm 2 steps away from having to explain that to my wife about this building. What happened, John? There was a lot of wasp. There's no video evidence. But, dude, yeah. It's going to be crazy. But, like, Derek Lewis and DC, I never saw that fight coming.
Yeah, it's nuts that it's happening. But I love it. I love that Derek Lewis is getting this shot finally. Mm-hmm. I love him as a person and as a fighter. And honestly, I'd like to see him win it.
Yeah. I think, like, from what I've heard, and I don't know how much truth there is to this, I didn't hear it from DC, you know, because we talk all the time and stuff. But like, I feel like it seemed like it's an easier fight for him because I heard that he was offered maybe the Stipe fight. I heard that he was offered a rematch on that.
And he didn't want to take it on such short notice or whatever.
Yeah.
He wanted a full training, full something, I don't know.
Yeah, and so he ended up going with Derek Lewis. But I think the thing is, it's like everybody expects, like, there's no question really that I feel like as far as like a well-rounded fighter, that Derek Lewis is not as well-rounded as DC is. But Derek Lewis has so much power, and like all it takes is that one hit.
Yeah, literally.
And he can do it anytime.
Everybody knows that Daniel Cormier can get caught.
Yeah.
Because John Jones caught him with the kick, but and it still rocked him, you know.
Yeah.
And Daniel Cormier always takes shots coming in. He doesn't go in there and he has, you know, the best head movement in the game.
Yeah.
He takes a couple shots trying to get in there.
Yeah.
And being the shorter fighter, he always has to get on the inside. And Derek Lewis is a huge guy.
Yeah.
So I think that he's going to get caught coming in. And that could either, you know, he could either take him and keep going, or it could catch him off guard and end him.
And be like a Stipe moment, man, because I feel like Stipe was doing pretty good until he got hit with that dirty box and just like took him down, dude.
And then Derek Lewis, he doesn't have anything to lose. Like,
no,
he has everything to gain in this fight.
Yeah.
Daniel Cormier, he has everything to lose in this fight.
Oh shit.
And that's what makes this fight so dangerous for Daniel Cormier, is because Derek Lewis is going in there with nothing on his shoulders.
Yeah.
He's free. He can do whatever he wants in this fight, and that is the bane of champions.
Yeah.
Is when they fight someone that's hungry, has nothing to lose, and is going there with freedom on their side.
And in all honesty, I think it's kind of a grudge match for Derek Lewis, because he saw how disrespectful DC was to that Popeye's chicken. And so now I feel like Derek Lewis is going out for blood.
Yeah.
I think so. But I don't know, man. I mean, that's going to be freaking awesome. And then there's, are they stripping DC the light heavyweight belt on this fight card? Or is that the next one?
I don't know.
I think it's on this one.
The crazy thing, though, is if you think about it, if Daniel Cormier loses and Derek Lewis gets the heavyweight title, and then they strip Daniel Cormier of the light heavyweight title, he's going to be titleless.
Yeah, exactly. He went from 2 to none.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of weird to think about.
They're really banking on him winning that fight. And I can see where they're coming from, but like, Derek Lewis is a badass.
Yeah.
And I was telling, dude, everybody was watching that fight with, whenever he fought on the Khabib and Conor fight, everybody was like, oh, he's a snooze fighter. He's a snooze fighter. I was like, dude, no, he's not. Like, his last fight that he fought with Francis Ngannou, when they didn't really throw any punches, I was like, that was not him at all. The fight before that and every fight that he's had before that Francis fight was amazing.
Yeah.
And I mean, Francis, like, I think they both respected each other's power. I think Francis was in his own head because he was like, oh God, what happened to Stipe? Like,
Francis Ngannou, his head is messed up.
Yeah.
Like, fully messed up.
But he was just held down and beaten on for 5 rounds. I mean, like, that wasn't even like...
He went from everybody talking about him to no one talking about him.
Yeah.
Because of how the fight went. I mean, Stipe proved that he was a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he took all of the myth and legend about Francis Ngannou's punching power and all that. He took that away from him.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, all you have to do is put him on his back. And he's worthless.
Yeah.
I mean...
Dude, and too, something that I think a lot of people overlook is like, Stipe actually took one of Francis' shots to his eye and
several.
Just, like, broke one of his, I don't know, messed his face up pretty good.
I mean, his punching power is no joke. It's probably second to none in the heavyweight division. But still, if you can't land him and you're on your back and you can't do anything about it,
if you fight,
That's part of the
anybody
game.
That's got some head movement and wrestling. It seems like he's done.
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting blown up over here. Milwaukee. I'm sorry, whoever you are, but I can't answer right now.
Milwaukee.
That's what I've heard. But yeah, man, there's that, and then freaking dude, there's this show. It's called Haunting on Hill House. That's on Netflix. It is freaking insanely awesome. It I just finished it actually.
Scary.
It's not like it's terrifying. Like I saw all these reviews online, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's so scary. It's making people throw up." I'm like, dude, if it's that scary, I've got to watch this. So that's the reason I started watching the show. But
this is scary.
this is terrifying.
That show's not as scary as this.
Yeah, we're being sort of people. But it wasn't really that scary. Like there's a couple of moments that I'm like, oh, but there's no true feel of dread. You know what I mean? I'm not totally scared. But it's a good show, man. But speaking of that, it's Halloween almost, and
what is it, tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Halloween, dude.
God, that's so weird. I just completely forgot about it. This whole month has just been a blink to me, and I'm just like, what? Halloween?
Yeah.
Is right now?
Yeah. But are there any new movies that you've seen that are actually legit scary? A scary movie you've actually seen recently?
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't seen too many new ones necessarily.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one that I've seen recently. I mean, I've watched a lot of good ones recently. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, You're Next is a really good one. I don't know if I would call it a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's
oh, you were telling me that.
It's a mixture of movies. It's it's hard to describe, because there is a lot of violence and gore in it.
Mm.
So, on that aspect, you can consider it a horror movie.
Yeah.
And then there's, people with masks and stuff. So, but Your Next is really good. I actually watched Child's Play for the first time.
Dude, they did that movie
ever.
So good.
A few weeks ago, and I was impressed with it. I thought it was gonna be cheesy and totally B movie horror, but just watching it and putting myself in the shoes of that little kid that was getting blamed for this stuff, and how they did that movie. The first Child's Play was actually really good, because there were moments where I was like, no, or dang it,
Yeah. Dude, we went through all of the Halloween movies 2 Saturdays ago. Me and Jody just did nothing at all except for watch all the Halloween movies, and they're not bad, but they're all kind of slightly cheesy. They're all I don't know. Obviously the third one just completely sucked.
Because Michael Myers isn't even in it, right?
Yeah, but
spoiler alert.
But it was just it was a horrible movie too. Beyond that, it was just really, really crappily done. I was like, what have they done? But yeah, there's so many questions with the Halloween movies that I had no answer for. And they never really talked about it. Jamie Lee Curtis's character apparently has a daughter, right? And then you find all that out, but then her daughter has a daughter, and then where does that baby go? Oh my God! Stay still. Move your head. Wow. I'm sorry, but there's literally one right on your freaking head, Chris.
What the hell?
I know. Holy shit! Oh, it was right on you, right here, dude. Did I get you with that?
No,
I'm Indiana
I don't care.
Jones.
I don't care if you did get me. I'd rather get hit by a hat than stung.
Dude, I saved your life.
God dang it!
Yes. No. All right, that was some sense.
Live on the Heck Podcast.
John Reeves saves Chris's life. Oh my God! All right, we got to find out how to fix this.
All right.
That's a lot of shit. But yeah, pretty much horror movies, and
that was a horror movie.
That was a horror movie. Holy shit!
It was I looked and it was
Society.
My head's it falls off.
Yes, dude. So I don't know, man. Either way,
there's one specific Halloween movie that I remember. I don't know which one it was in number wise, but what was the doctor's name? Freaking Dr. Loomis.
Yeah.
They trap Michael Myers with the net in this house. Do you remember that scene?
I'll have to think about it. I can't remember.
They're in this house, and then he gets trapped by this net, and then Dr. Loomis is beating him with something.
Yeah.
But he's ah!
Oh yeah.
And then he just
yeah,
and falls on him, and I'm like,
I can't remember which one that was. It was like the second one. It was maybe like the sixth or something. Like they had to go back to his house.
Yeah, and he like captures him with his net, and he's like
Forgot
beating
about
him
that.
with something, but then he's just like,
Oh,
and like passes out on him, and I'm like,
damn it! Have you learned nothing in 6 movies? Jesus, Dr. Loomis.
seriously.
How did that guy get on you?
I
He
don't
was
know.
on
I
your
didn't
shoulder.
even know it.
He was
I
like a
couldn't even
pirate.
feel him.
Oh,
That's wild.
they're everywhere.
And every time I look up at the ceiling, there's like
something flying.
the ladybugs have multiplied. It's like
I
it started
know,
out with
they're
like
coming
3,
for us, dude.
and then I look up, there's like 20.
Oh God, I swear, man, this is terrifying. It's the most suspenseful episode of the podcast I think we've ever done. But dude, speaking of which, we've got like a lot of really cool stuff going on. So hopefully soon, there's a guy that's put out another whiskey, and we're gonna do a taste till you're blind test of Proper 12 versus Jameson. So we're gonna do that soon.
I'm rooting for McGregor. Proper 12.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't really drink, but we're about to do the taste
I've had
test till you're
Jameson.
blind.
Jameson's not bad. I mean,
Triple distilled.
I got some Irish blood in me, so
Yeah.
I prefer some Irish whiskey over, you know,
Regular whiskey.
Jack Daniels
Yeah.
bourbon.
There you go.
I like some Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
Canadian whiskey isn't actually bad either. I mean,
Haven't
I've had some cheap Canadian whiskey, and it's not as bad as you would think.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to try it out, man.
But
we've got that, and I haven't confirmed it yet, but we've got a lot of really cool guests coming on. Like, very cool guests. Extremely cool guests.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan
I mean,
from the
Hulk
NWO
Hogan.
years.
Yeah. We're going back in time, baby. Dude, and then Macho Man and Savage, actually, believe it or not. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Yep.
Full costume. But no, man. Well, hell, I'm gonna try to get out of here alive. Okay, I'm terrified. There's
Yeah.
a freaking wasp on your shoulder, and he's actually back now. Crawled out of the freaking floor, and he's alive.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
This has been an interesting episode, I guess.
I'm sorry about how extremely off topic we keep getting. But
Next time I'm bringing a gun, and anytime I see him, I'm just gonna be like,
yeah. I've got a lot in the house. We'll do this next time, alright?
it's gonna be like freaking that movie Wanted. I'm just gonna shoot the wings right off of him.
Yeah. Yep.
Wings.
Dude, there it is. But either way, hopefully I'm not allergic to wasp.
Oh yeah,
And-
you did get stung.
I think I'm dying actually. But dude, we've got a lot of stuff in the works. So until next time, I guess. And hopefully we're not gonna die before this actually gets
Yeah.
published.
Yeah. If it is, let this be our last will and testament.
Yeah. Just delete my browser history and we're good. We're good, guys. But yeah, so I guess in the meantime, you guys can check us out. We're going to be doing a lot of those Facebook videos with different fighters from the Warriors Den, and we're going to actually be live at the Warriors Den weigh-ins and the fights. So 16th and 17th of November. We'll be out there, so check us out there and come say what's up.
Yeah, and buy some chicken wings or whatever.
I like chicken. He likes chicken. Or just bring us some random food. I don't know. Get your moms to cook for us.
Yeah,
Be good.
we'll compliment their cooking.
Mm-hmm. Make them feel good. Yeah. But alright, man. You got anything you want to throw out there?
I don't know. Watch some scary movies before October's over. You only have 2 days.
Yeah, no joke. Oh! Alright, wait, really quick. We gotta get this out there before before we end the podcast. And before we both get killed. He's right there. Hold on 1 second, people. Alright. So, on one of our podcasts, a guest of ours, we were talking and said something that just insulted some people out there. Some people got kind of butthurt about it. And I just wanted to throw this out there too, okay? So, first of 2 things. We're not out here to offend anybody, so I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But at the end of the day, these are our opinions. This is stuff that we just want to talk about, and it's your choice if you want to get butthurt or not, you know?
It's also your choice if you want to watch or not.
Exactly.
So if you're listening to anything we're saying and it bothers you, we're not trying to bother you necessarily.
Yeah.
We're here to make friends. Like we
Yeah.
love talking to people. We love carrying on conversations. we love, you know, meeting people, and you know, a lot of people are awesome. I mean, like, you know, this is just what we like doing.
Yeah.
We're not trying to like point our finger at you and say you suck or something, you know, like.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so I mean, in saying that, if you ever get butthurt or something, send us a message or just freaking holler at us if you want to. If it means that much to you, just come talk to us or something, you know.
Or just don't get butthurt in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, go on with your life. Like, we're not the gospel rule of talking. Like, I mean, if you really value, you know, our opinions that much, then freaking talk to us in person.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I mean, come on. Like,
yeah, we're all adults here.
Yeah, right?
Most of the time. But, yeah, so
I mean, really, like, I mean, personally, I don't... Holy...
Is there another one? Oh! Jesus Christ!
That one is
like
huge.
Got a jet engine
That one was
hauling
huge.
his whole body.
Good.
Oh, God!
That's the granddaddy. Psych!
Oh! Where did he go? Where did he go?
Boom, got him.
Dead. Dude, you could hear that one flying.
It was like...
Holy shit. They're everywhere. Ah! We're not making it out of here alive, people.
No.
But yes.
But yeah, like, I mean, honestly, I live my life the way that I want to live. And no matter what anybody else says on this planet, even my parents probably, it's not going to affect me.
Yeah.
If I want to do this or that, or if I want to live this way or that way, it's not going to affect me. So I think a lot of people, what they need to do is just not care so much about what people say.
Yeah, well, I think in saying that, though, you have to, like, know who you are in order to be like that. Like, if you're, like, confused about yourself or you have your own self-doubts, then that's where I think a lot of people get butthurt.
Exactly.
You know? But if you know yourself well enough and you know, like, you know, who you are, you know your faults, you know all that stuff, then you're just gonna let it roll off your back, you know? I mean, Jesus, man, like, I think too many people get like, he said I, like, look fat. Well, who gives a shit? That's what he said.
I mean, like, do you think you look fat?
Yeah.
Do you want to change that?
Yeah.
Like, if so, then do it. Like, don't worry about what anyone else says.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know if I heard this or if it's something that I came up with. I don't want to claim this if somebody else said it before me, but I think honestly that self-knowledge is the only knowledge.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to like live a happy life, figure yourself out and have all of the knowledge that you can know about yourself.
Yeah.
And then that's whenever you can live your life without having any worries about what anyone else says, because you know what you're about.
Yeah, exactly.
So if somebody says like, "Oh, Chris, you're ugly," or "Oh, Chris, I hate the way you talk," I'm just like, so?
Yeah.
Like, how's that gonna affect me?
Yeah.
I mean, if you know yourself, nothing can harm you.
Yeah. And, like, that's how it is with me, man. I literally, you can call me whatever you want to call me. You can trash talk me however you want to trash talk me. Because, honestly, I really don't care. Like, I'm just going to be like, whatever, dude. That's your opinion. I don't really care.
Yeah.
And if you tell me something that's true, that's hard for me to hear, I'm going to be like, it sucks because it's true.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, I'm not going to get, like, too butthurt about it. But, like, I get more offended when somebody's talking about somebody else that I care about or something like that, like hurting their feelings, but like people can say whatever they want to about me, and I can be like, who cares, dude? But I don't know. But yeah, I agree, dude. You should definitely. I think like if you know yourself and if you know the truth about yourself, nobody else has the power to offend you. And I try to tell that to people all the time. Like you have the like it's your. You control how you react to a certain situation, and that's all you can control. Like, I can't control if Chris picks this up and smashes me in the face with it, but I can control me getting mad about it, you know?
Yeah.
And,
pick your battles. Like,
exactly.
I mean, if you, like, if somebody says something about you or your mother or, you know, somebody you care about and it offends you and you want to do something about it, then that's your prerogative. Like, you can choose, you can pick your battles, you can choose what you want to do about certain situations. And, like, I don't know.
Yeah. But
I mean, honestly, I don't give a damn if people get offended about anything that I say on this podcast, because I'm not going to say anything unless I believe it.
Yeah.
And like 99% of the time, I'm joking about everything I say anyways.
That's how I am, man.
So like, I mean, I don't know, like, get offended, don't get offended, watch your podcast, don't watch your podcast. I'm doing this for me, and I'm doing this to make friends, and this is something that I love doing, so.
Yeah. And we wouldn't be sitting in a room getting swarmed to death.
If we didn't love it
it
and staying on here and keeping on going, we could have just bailed.
There's one just like stinging us in the face. Just stay on, guys. Dude, I swear to God. But yeah, so I don't know. Either way, going forward, I guess.
Not trying to be offensive.
Yeah.
But if we are, what can you do? I mean, what are we gonna? We're not gonna censor ourselves just to keep other people from getting hurt. That's stupid.
Yep.
Be true to yourself. Be who you want to be. Don't like hold yourself back just because somebody's like, you're gonna make them feel bad or something. Like, oh God, they cussed all the who gives a fuck? Like, if we're gonna cuss in our personal life, we're gonna cuss on here.
Yeah,
it don't matter. You know.
Dude, speaking of cussing, like, not to go on like a thing, but dude, the lead singer of August Burns Red published this book recently called Mountains, and he's talking about like it's kind of like a devotional type book, but the thing that I read in there, like the first chapter, he addresses cussing because he was like, I cuss. He was like, that's not normal for a devotional or whatever, and he was like, but I want you guys to know where I'm coming from. And he was like, pretty much like in the Bible, like a lot of
there's cussing in the Bible. It's just
dumbed it down.
They translated it in a way to be not offensive.
Yeah, and he said in there, he was talking about how like a lot of Christians nowadays, because I feel like they're the people that kind of have a problem with cussing and stuff. But you said like a lot of Christians will like still say a cuss word but just change it, like son of a witch or something like that instead of son of a bitch. And like in Jesus' teachings, he was like, if you said it in your heart, then you said it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if you mean it, then you said it. Pretty much, anyways. So like, yeah, dude, I feel like a lot of people get caught up on like cussing and stuff like that, and they're like, you're not very Christian, like you're not very whatever. And it's like, dude, where does it say in the Bible that I can't say these things? And
there's two huge discrepancies between the definitions of Christians.
Yeah. Between
Christians and between other people that define them differently. Yeah. Like, I mean, there's the that's not very Christian of you type of thing, and I've always hated that saying. Yeah. And then there's the proper definition of Christianity, which is Christ-like. Yeah. I mean, I could go on forever about religion because I grew up in a religious household, and it affected me throughout most of my younger life, and in ways that I wasn't aware of until I got out into the real world and learned things for myself. So I mean, I have a lot of things that I could say about it because I used to not cuss. I used to be that way.
I remember whenever we first met, you never cussed.
Like my family, like I got traumatized by my family. For cussing one time, and I didn't even know what I was saying really because I was that young to where I was just repeating what older people said on the bus. And so whenever like they told me like how they made me feel bad for it, like they told me, oh, those words are awful, like basically like I was gonna go to hell if I said a cuss word. That's how it made me feel.
And honestly, like I remember as a kid, like that was the situation for me too. And then I remember, dude, my dad, the one thing I'm gonna give you good credit for, Padre, was I got caught cussing. Like I was a horrible shit of a kid, okay? Like I was a really bad kid. And my stepdad comes up the stairs and is like creeping on us or something like that. I'm not sure what he was doing. Barry, you're a weirdo. But like I don't know what he was doing, but me and my brother were in a room like cussing and arguing at each other, and he comes up and like hears us cussing, busting the door. What are y'all saying? Oh, blah 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 blah. And he tells my mom, right? So clearly cheese move. He should have just like confronted us about it, but he tells my mom, and then my mom's like, I'm calling your father. And we had a landline obviously at the time because this was like in the 1600s. And
you have the dial.
Yeah. And it was on a backpack. It's a community phone. But so we're like, my dad calls and talks to us, and he's like, hey, he was like, you think I don't cuss? And I heard him cuss, so like I knew he cussed. And he was like, I cuss. He was like, I cuss all the time. He was like, but I don't cuss in front of my mom and my dad. He was like, so it's just a respect thing. He was like, I don't think you're a bad person because you cuss. He was like, it's just disrespectful to do it in front of certain people. And I was like, and I think I was like 8 or 9. And I was like, all right.
I mean, that's very sound, accurate teachings that you just spoke right there.
Yeah, and if people would just like, seriously, if they would just look at everything like that, like any issues you got, like just look at it reasonably.
Yeah.
You know? Like, geez, there's a time and a place for it. I'm not going to go drop the F-bombs. And my mom still probably never hears me cuss in front of her. Ever.
Yeah. And like, honestly, I don't even know when I started cussing. It's not like I woke up one day and I was like, fuck, shit, damn.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to start cussing.
I'm going to do it.
Like, it's not like I woke up one day and started it. It's just that I kind of like stopped caring about the fact that cussing isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's only like you said, like in front of certain people, you should definitely watch your mouth.
Like
I mean, it's respectful. Yeah. Like if you actually care about their feelings and what they believe or something, you know, be respectful to that.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I don't know. I just stopped caring, I guess. I just stopped caring. I was like, dude, damn it, I just don't even care. Because, I mean, sometimes it's hard to, like, not do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if
switch off.
So you might as well just do it and, like, not even, like, you know.
Yeah.
Put other words in its place. It's harder to put words in its place.
Yeah, well, that's true, man.
So.
Yeah, you have to think a lot more. But, I don't know. We went off on a random tangent, and I'm still terrified for my life, to be honest. Freaking Wasp. But yes, so either way, check us out. We'll be at Buffalo Wild Wings November 16th with the Warriors Den, and November 17th we'll be at the VFW again with the Warriors Den. And then check us out on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/heckpodcast. And then we're on our Instagram and all that stuff as well too. But we'll be doing like small. Hopefully we've got a few more of those interviews that we'll be doing with some fighters as well too.
Yep.
So I guess you guys take it easy.
Stay away from the wasps.
Jesus Christ. Hopefully I'm not allergic to
And if if you're an exterminator and can kill wasps like with your laser vision or whatever, just give us a holler.
Just DM me. I don't even care. Oh shit, there's another one in my pants leg.